I hope you guys are doing well. I am Gemstone from www.thebeautyinspirit.com. That's where you can find me if you want a personal reading with me. Now, this is the reading I'm going to be doing for July. This is something new that I'm going to be doing on my channel, and if you guys like it, you can let me know and I can keep on doing it. But what I'm doing is horoscopes, like astrological readings using my tarot cards, and it's going to be on a monthly basis, and I'm still going to keep up with the weekly readings. I decided to do this just so that I can kind of make the readings a little bit more specific to you, and I guess it's a bit more personal than doing just the general readings, which applies to everyone. This way it's a little bit more specific because it's for your sign. But obviously if you want even more personalized reading, then you have to contact me on my website and let me know. But yeah, so we're going to see what is going to be coming up for the air signs in July, and I'm going to begin with Libra, and then we're going to go through to Gemini and Aquarius. So we'll see what's coming up for the Libras. I'm going to start with your professional life, what is coming up in July, personal life, and your spiritual life. Okay, so turning over the cards. For your professional life, there is going to be some new openings for you. So something is going to come up, but I feel like when this new work opportunity comes up, it's going to be something that you have wanted for quite some time, something that you've been desiring for quite some time, and it's got to do with something that you really enjoy doing. So this may be, if you have a hobby and you're trying to turn it into a business, this might be a time where you decide to do that. Or it could be a case of an opportunity just comes where it just sounds like a really cool idea, like something, some new opportunity comes and you're like, wow, like that just sounds right up my alley kind of thing, and you're going to be happy. But there's choices, there's this big thing about some choices and decisions that you have to make at this time. So maybe there's something about this opportunity that you have to sort of consider, and so because of that you might spend some time sort of deliberating whether you want to go ahead with it, whether you should just take the chance and just do it, or whether you should hold back. There kind of is this sort of conflict that is going on. But what it's saying is just kind of weigh up your options, which you're good at. You're a Libra, you should be good at making decisions, even though it's quite hard for us to make decisions at times, because Libras, we like to see like all sides of whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's this, whether it's that. And because of that, it can stop us from really moving forward with things that even could be right for us. So what it's saying is, don't spend too long in this process of deliberation, because it can mean that this opportunity could even pass you by. So kind of, yeah, think about it, but just go with what feels best in your heart to do. Like, that's what I would say, like, looking at these cards. Now, when it comes to your personal life, it might be feeling a bit, I feel like if you are single, you might be feeling, you might still be feeling quite good. Like, you might not be really desiring something right now. It might be a case of you're just sort of enjoying being you right now. And I feel like you're focusing on other things. That might be what is coming up. Like, you might find that your focus is just on keeping up with the things that you're already doing, because it seems that you could be quite busy. You might have quite a few things that you're trying to get through. A lot of it might be to do with this new opportunities in work and so forth. So it feels like there's quite a few things that you have going on with yourself. That maybe your personal life may not be your main focus this month. But even then, I feel like there's something that is going on that is really gonna be hard for you to make choices this month. It's gonna be really difficult for you. It's like almost like you know what you want, but then you're kind of like, you're too much in your head this month, thinking about too many things. That's what I'm really seeing. You're thinking about so much stuff that it's like you don't really know how to decide on what it is that you really, really want. So what I would say is focus on what the truth of the situation is. If you watch my weekly readings, you would have heard me say that before, because that's the best way for you to make a decision, is to really focus on what is there, what is presented in front of you, and be able to move forward knowing, okay, what is the best thing for me right now at this time. Because I always believe that we know in our hearts of hearts what it is that we want, but when we sort of overthink things and stuff, we just get too muddled up and confused. And a lot of the confusion just comes from us. It's not the situation. It's just that it's the way we're perceiving the situation is just from this place of utter confusion. So yeah, move forward this month, because you have the potential to really move forward and get a lot of things done this month. But you have to come out of your mind, because you're too much in your head right now. When it comes to your spiritual life, it feels like there are definitely things that you're leaving behind. Things that have challenged you in the past, you want to kind of just move on, and you want to just kind of just go with. I feel like a lot of the confusion and stuff that we talked about previously is also something that you want to leave behind. And when you leave it behind, it will be so good for you. Like, you'll feel relieved, you'll feel at ease, you'll feel a lot less stress. So on a spiritual level, there's definitely an opportunity for you to be renewed and to feel much better within yourself. But it means that you have to leave behind a lot of the baggage, a lot of the psychological baggage and chatter that is going on right now, and sort of clear your mind and just focus on the new beginnings that are coming through, and look at it from a positive perspective. And if something new comes through and it does seem risky and chancy, like I said, go within and see, okay, is this what I really desire at this time? If it is what I really desire, but I'm just letting fear stop me, then I have to reassess this fear and be able to let it go, so that I can move forward in the direction that is best for me right now. So yes, that's for Libra. And so I'll see what is coming up for Gemini. I'm just going to reshuffle the cards. And I'm going to do the same with Gemini. I'm going to be focusing on your professional life, then your personal life this month in July, and your spiritual life. So this is for Gemini. Okay. All right. For you, Gemini, the first things that I can see, yeah, I can see that for your work, there's things that you need to sort of, ooh, I'm feeling like for some reason they're showing that somehow you're really thinking about you don't want to think about the past, but there's something about the past that you're still kind of holding on to when it comes to your work. Maybe it's almost like there was a point where you was really busy, you had a lot of things going on, but then at the same time it's like right now you're trying to lighten the load. That's kind of what I'm feeling like. Maybe you're trying to just make things a bit more manageable for you. Maybe things was getting a bit too hectic, and you just knew you couldn't continue on that way. And so now it's like you're thinking of ways that you can kind of not be as busy. Maybe work was really consuming you. That's kind of what I'm seeing. Like, maybe work was really consuming a lot of time for you, a lot of your energy, and you're kind of thinking of ways that you can kind of not be as busy, and maybe find time for other things. Maybe find time for your kids, find more time for your partner, like that kind of thing. But I'm still kind of feeling this something about letting go of past things. Maybe that is what it is. Maybe it's just that you're letting go of all the activity, all the work commitments that maybe have stopped you from having quality time with the people that are closest to you. or if you're in that phase now where you got a lot going on and you're not spending so much time with your family, it might be encouraging you that maybe that's a really good thing for you to do at this time. But I feel like you're gonna come to that conclusion by yourself anyway. Okay, when it comes to your personal life, it feels like if you're in a relationship, you're gonna be working a bit more on the relationship. You're going to be maybe trying to become closer with your partner, spending a bit more time. Again, that connects with your work situation. Maybe and because of that, it's like you're going to bring the relationship back into harmony. It's going to be more of a balanced relationship. Things are going to go much better if you can find more time to spend with your partner and to really work on becoming closer as a couple at this time. So that's really nice. If you are single, if you are single, this may be a time where maybe new relationships may not be coming up, but it's almost like you're really gonna want to be in a relationship. Either you're really gonna want to be in a relationship, or you're getting over someone from the past, or but it seems that you're having a difficult time getting over this person. It's something that you're still kind of latching on to, and maybe you're not ready to fully move on yet. So you may not find that a relationship is really what you want at this time, but it's more like you're getting over somebody from the past. Okay, when it comes to your spiritual life, oh, there's a lot going on for you. There's a lot going on. What I'm seeing is you're going to be opening up yourself for new things. There's basically change that is coming through, and the change that is coming through is things that have been in the past that have been that have really made things difficult for you. The change that is coming through is that it's almost like you want to let go of any kind of aggressive type of energy, any kind of energy that is just, I don't know, it's just it's not good for you right now. It's anything that is just not good for you, something that kind of brings out an upset in you is what you want to get rid of at this time. It's like you just don't want it in your life anymore. So if this is a case of somebody else that is coming in that is challenging you, maybe that's a bit aggressive towards you or something like that, it's almost like you just don't want to be bothered with that person anymore or that situation anymore. So yeah, this might be a time where it's like you want to embrace something that is more you want to embrace something that is just better for you, not something that is just gonna that is gonna make you feel a sense of upset or not good within yourself. And I'm feeling more like this is a person that might be in your life that is making you feel this way, or could cause you some kind of grief, and you're just gonna be like, I don't want to bother with them anymore, that kind of thing. So and that's going to help you on a spiritual level, because you're just going to feel more happier within yourself. So yes, good on you, Gemini. And now I'm going to be moving on to our lovely and beautiful Aquarius. Okay. All right. I'm going to shuffle up the cards for you. Okay. And just like the previous signs, I'm going to be looking at your professional life first, then your personal life, and then your spiritual life. Aquarius for July. So, let's see. Okay, turning the cards over. Alright. For your professional life, something is coming through. Something new is coming to you. Now, this thing that is new is going to mean that it's going to be really good. On a professional level, something new is going to come through that is going to make you feel like things are really moving forward now. A lot of work has led you to this point. It's almost like you've been working for a while for this opportunity to open up, and now things feel like they're finally happening. And it's something that you've been doing mainly by yourself, so it's probably like a business that you're running on your own. Something that you've been trying to get off the ground could potentially get off the ground this month. It might mean that there's quite a bit that you have to do in terms of it feels like this new opportunity or this new thing that opens up means that there's it's your thing basically. So it's not something you're doing with somebody else. It's something where almost you're gonna have to be the one to problem solve and to get to work out the kinks of this business or this industry. Or it could be a case of, if you was currently in a ordinary job, it could be a case of you're deciding to go it alone, or almost like leave a job you was in to start up a business. That's the way it also can play out. But regardless of however it comes out, it feels like you're gonna be ready for it. And I feel like with Aquarius, they're good at that anyway. I think Aquarius can get a lot done by themselves. They don't really need to have like a whole group of people to be with them, or a partner to really like help them out. Like you have a lot of ideas, and there's a lot that can come to you, and you're good when it comes to issues that come up, because you're good at finding sort of new and inventive ways of solving things. So yes, so there could be something good in a business sense for you, but it looks like this month it's like almost like you're going to be going it alone. Okay, for your personal life, there could be some conflicts that you have with your partner this month. And it might be there might be some decisions that you reach about a partnership this month. So it could be saying that maybe you make a choice this month to either, it could be a walking away, it could be okay, we're going to stay in this, but we have to do things in a very different way, because right now the way it is just not working, because there's too much conflict going on, too much butting of heads and disagreements that are happening. And it's like the only way these disagreements can be settled is to really just completely change everything, and for the two of you to really be able to see things from the other person's perspective. Because I feel like now that's what is causing the issue, and that's what's bumping heads, is both of you are really set in your ways, and you're just finding it quite difficult to just mesh together and come to an understanding with each other. So yeah, that's what is happening if you are in a relationship. If you are not in a relationship, you could potentially meet somebody. You could meet somebody this month, and you might have a good time meeting this new person. So for the singles, things look good. For the people that are in relationships, there might be some work and some things that you have to do to sort of bring this relationship closer. But if you are looking for somebody, you could potentially find someone this month. So for your spiritual life, oh, you got the Hierophant actually. So you might be feeling very spiritual this month actually, Aquarius, which might be quite different for you. There might be a lot that you're learning at this time, potentially on a spiritual level. The thing is with spirit is, a lot of the time, especially when we're not in tune with spirit, we don't understand that we're still learning things on a spiritual level. Like, you don't have to acknowledge the universe for the universe to be operating in your life, because it operates in all of our lives. And so it feels like at this time you're going to be learning a lot of sort of philosophical lessons, and you're going to really be open to these things. It might even be a time where, if you are a very spiritual person, you're learning even more about different spiritual practices and things like that. So it's a good time. And coupling that card, there also is on an emotional level, you can tend to feel you can feel better at this time. It's a deeper kind of emotional kind of energy that can connect you closer to spirit. And I feel like if you can connect with this deeper emotional energy, spiritual energy, it can help your partnerships. If you are having conflict in your partnerships, your spiritual life can influence that partnership and can change it for the better, because it can help you to tune more deeper into your emotions and your feelings, and can help you to be more compassionate towards your partner and towards other people. So yeah, that's just something to bear in mind, Aquarius, for this month in July. So yes, I'll see you guys. I wish you a good month. Bye.